And welcome to Nancy's Neighborhood, and it's a bright, sunshiny day. I'm not going to sing for you, okay? But it's a bright, sunshiny day, and it's really good to see all of you out there today enjoying our show. I'll slow down and talk so that I don't get things don't run together. I do want to tell you about a few things I have at the Red Ribbon that I think are really, really neat for Easter, because that is coming up. These cute little containers, the top screws off, and you can put anything you want to, candy or other little things. You're Some Bunny Special. This one also, the top screws off, and you can put things inside there, candy or Cheerios or whatever you want to feed your children. These are really cute. These are little Easter lambs, and they light up and change colors. You're not going to be able to see it because the sun's coming in the window, but they light up and change colors, and they're cute little Easter basket stuffers. And then we have the chicks, if I can get him to sit down there, and he's not going to go for you right now either, and the bunny rabbits, and I don't know why nobody wants to work for me today, but they hop, and there he goes. Okay, and so the bunny's supposed to hop too, and then we have the little snow globes. These are all little basket stuffers, folks. I have them pink and blue and yellow. And then we have Jim Shore. A lot of Jim Shore Easter has come in, so this is at the Red Ribbon. And then we have what's called shelf sitters, and these are cute little things you can decorate with, and you just sit them on the shelf or on a table or something, and their little legs hang off, and they're just really cute for Easter. So the boys fuss at me here because they said I need to bring some stuff and advertise for the Red Ribbon, and I always forget. And we'll continue to forget most of the time until Andrew Johnson Bank, which we tape here, and we thank them for that, but the elevator's broken. So we have to climb the stairs. When you climb the stairs, you don't want to carry a whole bunch of stuff with you. So that's why, guys, Bryce, Josh, Jay, that I don't bring a whole lot of stuff up here to advertise. But since it's Easter week, then I am bringing stuff up, and I'd love for you to come by the Red Ribbon. We're there from 10 to 3. Every day, and I'll be open Saturday, this coming Saturday from 10 to 2. Usually not open on Saturday, but I'm going to be open this Saturday so that you can get last-minute Easter things. Now, a couple of announcements before we bring our guest on. And our guest today, we're going to do just downtown Cleveland, because there's a lot happening in downtown Cleveland. We're going to talk about the museum. We're going to talk about everything that Main Street Cleveland has going on, which is a whole bunch of stuff. So, and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on at the museum, too. So we want to be sure everybody knows what's going on. Because if there's anything I really dislike, folks, it's when you all look me in the face and say, there's never anything to do in Cleveland. That really bothers me, because there's plenty to do in Cleveland. You just need to be aware of it. And that's what I try to do, is make you aware of what's happening in Cleveland. Now, this is a very interesting situation. I think most of y'all know I go to Broad Street Church because I kind of do a lot of advertising for them. But it's not because I don't want to advertise for anybody else, but y'all need to let me know when something's going on. Baptist, Church of God, Presbyterians, any of you. I'll be glad to talk about what you have going on. You just need to let me know. Encasing at theredribbon.us. And just let me know. And even if you want to be on the show with me, super. But Broad Street owns about 450 acres down on South Lee Highway called Johnston Woods. And so Chef Caesar Thomas, now he used to be Fig, is going to have Easter dinner down there, Easter lunch. Now, it's a buffet lunch, and he's going to have like 3 meats and 6 vegetables for you to choose from, $15 tickets, and there's going to be 2 sittings, 11 to 1 and 1 to 3. But you have to call and make a reservation, and you call 423-284-4863. 284-4863, and you need to call by April the 14th so that he will know how many roasts to fix and how many chickens to fix and all of that. So the meal is $15 for adults. There is a price break for seniors and children, and honestly, I forgot what it was. But you can call, and they'll be glad to tell you there when you make your reservation. Now, this is one I'm sliding in because you will barely see this show in time to get your tickets for this. And I'm sorry, not my fault. Here again, nobody let me know. But the Marine Corps Band New Orleans is going to be at Lee University Conn Center on Wednesday, April the 12th. And the tickets are complimentary, but you have to call and get a ticket so that they don't oversell or over-distribute tickets for the Conn Center. That number is 423-614-8343. So 614-8343. Now, I've heard some of the military bands before, and they put on a wonderful show. So this is a free concert. You just need to call and reserve your ticket. Now, this is interesting, and I don't know how many of you would be willing to do this, but the Red Cross is looking for volunteers for disaster response training. Now, they want to do the disaster response training here, and they want you to be part of the disaster response team for Bradley County. Hopefully, we will never have another 2011 when the tornadoes hit and we had to have so many volunteers out doing things. But there's going to be 2 training sessions. They're going to be at on the 2nd floor of the United Way building out on 85 South Ocoee Street. So if you're interested in going, they're going to train on April the 19th, 423-551-1116. And give them a call if you're interested in volunteering to be trained to be a disaster responder. And to me, this would be extremely, extremely worthwhile to do if you have time and if you have the knowledge and if you have the strength to do these kind of things. You don't have to get out there and move the trees, folks. There's all kinds of other little jobs. There's the water distributing and all kinds of things, the food prep, all kinds of things you can do. So this is something you might be interested in doing. Now, the City Parks and Rec is going to have their Old Timers Hall of Fame banquet on the 15th of this month, April. Tickets are $25, and you need to call Parks and Rec right now, 479-4129, to get your tickets and to get more information. Athens Community Theater is still doing Steinbeck's of Mice and Men. And while I mention that, folks, let me say, this was a wonderful weekend if you wanted to see plays. Charleston Elementary did Shrek 2 at Walker Valley in their auditorium. Cleveland Middle School did Mulan 2. Ocoee Middle School did a play this weekend, and it's just slipped my mind. And Bradley Central, Drama Central at Bradley High School did Romeo and Juliet. I did make it to that one, and it was wonderful. And the cutest thing happened, and I don't know the people, but at the end of the play on Saturday afternoon, the cast came out, and they all had a rose. And a lady was brought up from the audience, and she stood in the middle of the stage, and the people that were in the play came out and gave her a rose, and one of them said, "He loves me," and the next one said, "He loves me not," and the next one said, "He loves me," and it went on around until a gentleman came out of the back of the stage, and he said, "He loves me," and he proposed, and it was just so neat, and she had no idea. The cast knew all about it. They were so excited, and I wish I could tell you who the people were because I didn't know them, and that's kind of unusual, but I didn't know them. And so, it was just absolutely wonderful. And the young men and women on the stage were just thrilled to death to participate in something like that. We do have the Bill Norwood Veterans Service Award. It's going to be presented during the Memorial Day ceremony on May 29th. Now, those nomination forms are available at the Bradley County Veterans Affairs Office at the Bradley County Courthouse in room 105, or you can call Joe Davis, great guy Joe, 728-7149. Now, those forms must be completed by May the 12th. If you're wondering why in the world I'm telling you about this now, it's because they have to be completed by May the 12th. Now, sometime between today and May the 12th, you have to go pick up that form from Joe and come home and figure out what you're going to say about this person you want to nominate. So I don't think I'm telling you too early about it. Now, the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, and you know we've had the gentleman from there on with us before, and they have so many train rides. But right now we have Thomas the Train on the 22nd, 23rd, 29th, 30th, 6th, and 8th. And so for more information on that, 866-468-7630. It's a great trip with activities. I'm not exactly sure what you do because my son is way too old to take on to Thomas the Train, but anyway, it should be very, very enjoyable. And also South Polk and Benton Elementary are having their pre-K registrations Thursday, April 20th from 12 to 7 and Friday the 21st from 8 to 2. And the child must be 4 on or before August the 15th. So all of you people in Polk County that are listening to me on Comcast, if you have a child that qualifies for pre-K, the 20th from 12 to 7 and the 21st from 8 to 2 at either of those schools, South Polk and Benton Elementary. I'm bowling in the J.A. Bowl-a-thon. You know that. If you want to sponsor me for $5, I'll be more than happy for you to come by the Red Ribbon and sponsor me. That would be absolutely wonderful. I'm going to try to get somebody from the Boys and Girls Club on because April 20th is Empowering Women at the Omega Center, and Robert Bradney is going to be on with me at the next show to talk about the Relay for Life fundraiser that goes on around the courthouse downtown. A lot of fun, and that'll be on April 29th. Now, the National Cornbread Festival is in South Pittsburgh the 29th and 30th, and should be great fun. I have never been, but I have had friends that go every year, and they have a blast. So if you enjoy eating cornbread, judging cornbread contest, all the things that go with cornbread, there you go. That's the 29th and 30th. The Civitan Special Olympics is scheduled for April 22nd. That's a Saturday. That's the day after Cherry's Jubilee. Chalk the Walk at the Raider Drive Greenway Park is scheduled for the 22nd, again the day after Cherry's Jubilee. And Oak Grove will be having a community, Oak Grove Elementary School will be having a community yard sale on Saturday, May the 6th, beginning at 7 a.m. I will not be there at 7 a.m., Oak Grove folks. Love you all dearly, but 7 a.m. won't make it. But you can contact the school down there for more information. And then the Bradley County Class of 1982 is going to host their reunion on May the 20th. And for more information, you contact 614-5553. And again, I want to thank the Cleveland Daily Banner. These are the people, I read the paper, and I know not all of you all get a banner. Shame. But anyway, I get the banner 6 days a week, and I read it, and I cut things out of it, and you just wouldn't believe what my banner looks like after I get through going through it. But I cut everything out so I can bring it back to the Red Ribbon where my actual computer is, and I can print everything out on this thing that I read to you once or twice a week so that you'll know what's going on in Cleveland. So I thank my guys at the Banner. There were some other things that I could mention today, but they go on into May, and so I'll just wait and mention them to you next time because I do have 2 guests from the museum today, and then I have Sharon Marr from Main Street, and there's a lot going on with Main Street, so I want to be sure I have time for these guests. So we're going to take our little break right now. We're going to go to commercial. Be sure you watch our commercials, and be sure you support our sponsors because they help pay our bills. And don't go away. We'll be right back with the Museum Center at 5 Points.